I don't even get into that side of politics. I've been looking mostly into like the Hassan, like the Dark Viper stuff ended up kicking up again, which
That guy is
that's been a
he's got problems, like either a personality disorder or a mental illness or something. That guy is really weird, I think.
I really like he definitely has like the autism. I think he self admits to it, right? Like a really heavy strain of it. I mean, look, anybody that like, have you ever seen him respond on Twitter, like the really long tweets?
Yes, and I've seen his emails and he's messaged me, and it's always like just really weird and out there. Yeah.
Like with Matt, I could DM him like a sentence, and I'd get back like an entire like first act to like Braveheart or like Shakespeare or something, and it's I really do like it's so weird with this copyright, because on one hand, like I understand that people who like put on an entire video on stream, and you might be biased obviously here, but it's like people that put an entire hour-long video and watch it in full, you're probably not gonna win in a court case if it gets tried, right, based on the 4 parameters of fair use. But it's like,
maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know sometimes. Like, I was really surprised that I think Sargon won a case that allowed him to upload small snippets of a video onto, like, Twitter, and because he put, like, a tweet above it, they considered that transformative, even though he was straight ripping the video content, which is interesting to me. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, would that be accepted as commentary, though?
Apparently, he won an actual court case on it. So, yeah, I agree. It's weird. Everything... Yeah, we just need more court cases, or maybe not. Maybe that'd be bad, actually, for me. Actually... I mean, hold on, I'm on the other end of this. I like copyrighted content, and I will watch your video. We're gonna watch Muda's videos today for 10 hours, okay?
Well, you see, like, the thing is, I don't even care, like, if anybody watches my content. I always, like, I'm in a weird spot about that, because I usually go with the data numbers on it, and I think about, like, if I was a new creator and, like, somebody was just, like, artificially inflating my stats and getting me, like, eventually deranked in the algorithm in the long term because of, like, false engagement, sure. But I've had enough people on my podcast where it's like, I felt like it's been a net benefit, and it depends on who's reacting, right? Like, I've had, like, when it came to like a Hassan reaction, it wasn't as impactful as like a Moist Critical reaction or like a Destiny reaction, right? And I think a lot of it is because you guys are very engaged with the content, but you also provide like a lot of like links to access that content. I don't really see, like, one of my things with XQC, and like I don't really have any beef or whatever with XQC. It was just that one React situation, because it was like he was pretty egregious, I think. But like, you know, I guess it really just depends on who's reacting. It really depends on like who is interacting in a positive way versus like who's just straight ripping the VOD, playing it, and then like, you know, aping the algorithm. It's a weird pit to get down into.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the issue though is like, it's finding out why people are even mad about the React stuff, because what you're saying only makes sense to some people, but other people are mad for different reasons. And there's a whole bunch of reasons why people might not like React stuff, but they all get like thrown together, but the solutions to all of them are way different. So for instance, some people are like, I don't mind if people react as long as it's highly transformative. It's like, okay. Other people are like, I don't like it when people react to my stuff because it takes away views from the original. Okay. Those two things are at odds with each other though, because a highly transformative React is probably going to be one where people never watch the original video, right? That'd be my guess, is that if I sit and I watch the majority of a video and I react to it, and even if it's highly transformative and passes fair use and all of that, nobody's going to go from watching Destiny or Hassan or XC or whatever watch like an hour video and take 4 hours analyzing it and then go back and watch that video on their own. People aren't going to do that, right? So in that sense, like the fair use version, the highly transformative version, might be more annoying than a more copyright infringing viewing where you just watch it for 10 minutes and then turn it off and don't say anything. So it's a weird thing there. Other people just don't like streamers, which is fair. I think streamers are the lowest of the low, so they don't want them to react to anything, which I think is fine. But all of these different groups of people like have different remedies for their problems, but they're all just kind of like thrown together, so nobody really knows what to do, and then nothing gets done. People cry for a month, and then we all move on to the next thing. Yeah.
I mean, what I think what really kind of sucks about it too is like when we talk about like the streamers being bad, it's like I think in most cases we're talking about like the empty chair reactions, right? I think that's what probably emotionally pisses off everyone more so than the actual reaction in general, right? Like, if somebody reacts to my content, it's not that big of a deal. The only time I've ever had an issue with an XQC reaction myself is when, like, I think it was like the Valorant anti-cheat, and I was going into like, you know, the specifics of it. He's just like purposefully like ignoring it, or like he just doesn't understand. I'm like, dude, if you're gonna watch the content, at least try to engage with it. You know, instead of like 2x speeding it and like ignoring it. I would say it was like the only thing, but honestly, it's like with the Hassan stuff. I think it's a little bit even. I think that might be the worst example of a react, because it's like I'll see him like put on a video and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go walk the dog, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I understand, but even at that, then the question becomes like,
Yeah.
why is the person mad? Because you can be mad at an empty chair react for a few reasons. One is that it's literally just ripping your content. Another one is that you're mad that like, why the f is this guy making money off my? Another one could be if it was recently released, it's like, okay, well this guy's cannibalizing my in the most like copyright infringing way possible. Like even the empty chair reacts can piss people off for a variety of different reasons. So yeah, but it's a rough one. Copyright will get there eventually, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So.
I don't, bro. I think the human species will be long dead before copyright.
Maybe. Well, at this rate, you know, who knows? We just need a couple more wars going on, and we'll see. See if China and Taiwan get rolling soon, or India and Pakistan start fighting, or.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like the way the world is going, it's like just even with like the misinformation that was spreading around, even with like this Baltimore bridge collapsing, it's like the amount of people in like my family who like read about a cyber attack and they're like, oh my god, are the Russians hacking us and destroying our like infrastructure? I'm like, it's just not like you guys are listening to all this random on the internet, and it's like, I guess in a way the public will believe whatever the public wants to believe and whatever boogeyman they have. I just think it's a weird world we're headed down. It's like tensions have probably never been as high. I don't know, I mean, you're more politically versed in this, but it really feels to me that tensions haven't been as high as it has currently, you know, with all the conflicts that are going on. When I was a kid, you know, Iraq, Afghanistan, the US, that was a primary conflict, right? But now it's like kids growing up, they got to deal with Russia, Ukraine, and then Israel, Palestine on the other hand. And then, you know, who knows, tomorrow India, Pakistan might really actually have something against each other and go at it. And then we're looking at a possible three-way nuke scenario. I don't know. It's scary, but I don't know what the fix to any of that is.
Yeah, I don't know if any of it is worse than it was in the past. I think that the news is a big problem right now. Like one thing I complained about, it happened around the Hawaiian Jewish space laser time, is that it really truly feels like nothing can happen anymore without it being part of a larger conspiracy. I think we've hit that. I don't know where the peak. I think it was probably around the Hawaii space laser time, especially with conservatives online. Now, anytime something happens, it's always going to be part of a conspiracy. So that bridge that came down was because the Mossad was trying to draw away attention from Israel, and the way that they do it is by attacking some bridge that nobody's ever heard of before, or it was because of DEI made an incumbent mayor get reelected again, and that I don't know. It's like all stupid now. So, or maybe it was
the
Ukraine.
DEI stuff is the DEI stuff is kind of weird. I touched upon it a little because I made a video about that Sweet Baby Ink stuff because I just wanted to look into like what the timeline of that was. And it's like, you know, part of it is that whole situation could have been averted if the company, the Sweet Baby Ink, decided to just like send the one agent out there and been like, I probably should have made like the weird tweets about like Whitey or whatever. And like the whole thing could have been squashed. But it's like you give these people enough ammunition and then they'll turn anything into like some crazy crackpot conspiracy. Like DEI is an insane conspiracy to me personally, because it's just like even with like that one gaming company, they kept listing like all the failures, but then they forgot to like look at all of the successes they had to. Like God of War was apparently co-worked by the same company. Alan Wake 2, and it's like, all right, well, they have all these wins. You're looking at the one failure, so it's just, you know.
It's like when people used to say all the time, I say all the time, but like 10 years ago, people would say Google is going to fail because they keep buying all these new projects and launching them, and they all fail over and over and over again. And it's like, well, Google's always had a history of buying and trying a ton of projects, and a lot of them don't work. But I mean, that doesn't mean they're going to fail as a company, right? Yeah.
No, they're not. No, it's you know. Have you seen about before I leave? Have you seen about the Facebook spying allegations that came out?
No, what's that?
So apparently there's some court documents that just got unsealed. I was reading through them. Apparently they had this free VPN app called Anovo, and they were just like apparently spying on Snapchat, YouTube, and Google by like fitting themselves as the man in the middle using this VPN app and like a bunch of their like network tracing applications, and they were just like basically spying on their competition.
What were they spying on? You could only see like basic telemetry or whatever, right? There's no way you can like read messages.
I think they were spying on the way that Snapchat and like YouTube was interacting. They were spying on I think they were spying on like the actual data that they were trying to grab. They were like spying not so much on like the people using the VPN, but more so on like their competition in the space, which would I guess directly be Snapchat and YouTube, which was hilarious.
Huh. Might have to see. I'm not sure, but
yeah, I mean it's always worth going down into seeing how like the big tech companies go against each other. But anyways, I'm going to leave you to yourself, my man. You have a good one. I just wanted to pop in and say hi, dude.
Okay. I love you. Be careful, buddy.
All right. Love you too, man. Take care.
Wait, you and Turkey Tom are on good terms, right?
Yeah, we're in good terms. Why?
Okay. I'm just keeping track because I'm making different friends and parts of YouTube now. I gotta figure out which one of you guys hate each other, just so I know, like, what the...
No, me and Tom are good.
What the general
me and
alliances
Hassan are on good terms, too, so we'll see how long that goes. If he sees me keep talking to you, I guess.
I'll private the VOD here so he doesn't catch you. Don't worry. Okay.
No, don't worry, dude. I'm waiting to see that bridge be burned, but yeah. Good talking to you, man. Take care.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right. Bye. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.